evening tonight on 0800 Tardis News. We've had an election, and I have to say we're going to be interviewing the Prime Minister. That's why we've got him here. We'll be interviewing him from his garage, as he did tell us earlier. That's the best place to sit there and look. See him enjoying his nice flash Parnell apartment where he lives. Also, later after the show, we've also got a couple of pictures here. I believe the Master has infiltrated the National Party because all their faces are exactly the same. And, you know, anyone who has to sit there and do for a photo opportunity has to be Peter Dunn. He does anything for him. I mean, look, we actually get him to sit there and head and shoulder suspenders and photo like that Smith. And I have to admit, Graham Norton has topped up on the way to open the show.
Tonight on the show, we've got the new Doctor Who. I wonder if Tardis is really bigger on the inside. Let's have a look. Oh, yes it is! Let's start the show!
Good evening and welcome my fans. This is our last episode coming from our live-in place as I've got myself a new job. I'll be the cafe team leader at BP Johnsonville, so if you want a decent cup of coffee, I'm going to make sure my site has the best coffee in the Wellington region. And it's going to be a bit of a jump. I'll be moving into Brian's place down in Newtown, so you'll be seeing two of us hosting the show. Also tonight we've got our competition. If you've entered, you can also win the 12th Dr. Sonic screwdriver, as I have here, or one of these two lovely darleks. So, you know, it's going to be a bit of a competition. Lynne will be drawing that at the end of our show, since she's our independent person, as you know, my landlady, and also give her my thank you messages for letting me do what I want to the flat. But first, we're going to be talking to the Prime Minister of New Zealand, John Key. How's it going, John?
Hey, how's it going?
So how's good old Auckland?
Auckland's great, wonderful, and really enjoyed myself since the huge election victory.
Yes, it was a bit of a victory. I mean, you know, so do you think you'll lose the seat? The special votes do come in, be finished tomorrow, or do you think you'll still have that seat?
Oh, I think pretty safe, pretty safe.
Pretty safe?
And the opposition just imploded.
And how's your negotiations going with Winston at the moment?
Yeah, well, I think we never even need to negotiate with Winston, do we? But yeah, I could have it in the back pocket just in case. Is it like a comb or something? You know, we might need it.
Now, and some people would like to ask, did you watch Doctor Who when you were a kid?
Well, we were very poor, so no, we didn't have TV. But we didn't even get colour TV until about 1973, I think. So,
well, you must be ahead of the game there.
Well, yeah, a little bit. But, no, we didn't. We were very poor people, so we didn't see a lot of it. No, heard about it though.
Heard about it. So, what made you become the best kid on the street having TV in 1973, especially colour? Was it for the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Commonwealth Games. I forgot about that. That's right. It was very exciting. And before we had TV, we'd often go to our neighbour's place to watch colour TV. You know, so we'd take a cake and chocolate and stuff like that. It was a very exciting evening to spend with the neighbours. And then I think my mum got lucky to pay up for something, and we eventually had our own colour TV. So it's very exciting times. I'm still very excited now when I see colour TV.
Well, I mean, we sit there and look how they've gone now. I mean, you've got these flat screens. They wouldn't have existed when you were a kid.
No, the only flat screen we had was when we dropped it out the window and it turned very flat then. But yeah, in those days, TVs were made in New Zealand. I think the company was called Bell TV. And you could, there was a program called It's in the Bag, And the biggest prize of the night was to win the Bell Colour TV.
The Bell. Now,
Not Bell TV, Bell Colour TV.
you can't see me. So, as we sit there and talk about it, how many times have you visited your electorate office this year?
Well, I went there for the debate, that's once. And I think once more than that, so possibly 2.
2 times. God, you're doing well for the Prime Minister, seeing your constituents. Now, if we sit there and talk about it, so, as you might have heard, your mate, Peter Jackson, has sat there and decided to put his hat up about, doing Doctor Who in New Zealand. Would your government consider giving, tax credits like they do to Hollywood for filming Doctor Who in New Zealand for the BBC?
Well, certainly on a quid pro quid basis. They scratch our back, we'll scratch theirs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I know what you're saying, yes. So basically, yes, you can sit there and do it if you...
There's a perk for it, right?
A perk for it. Oh, okay. Well, could that be us filming Shortland Street in the UK then? Would that be a
something
perk?
like that, yes. Yeah. Or the Hollywood version of Shortland Street.
The Hollywood...
Blockbuster movies. Something...
So, Doctor Who coming to New Zealand is going to be in New Zealand's interest?
Well, yes, it makes money and creates jobs and profile, like Lord of Things. I don't know, Lord of Doctor Who?
Lord of Doctor Who?
Dr. Middle Earth? I don't know. But it's profile, and yes, it's great for New Zealand. Because as you know, of course, I'm a Minister of Tourism.
Tourism. And sure, you didn't say terrorism there?
It's tourism.
Okay, tourism. Okay. And on that topic of Doctor Who, would you sit there and would you try to push for a Kiwi actor to play the role, such as Colin Craig?
Colin Craig, he could be a very good Doctor Who. Yes. Who else we got? Sort of disappear and go to the future and the past. Disappear and returning. Well, Winston comes to mind, doesn't it? Winston is Doctor Who.
Colin Craig is Doctor Who. Winston is Doctor Who. Oh, wow. That's a point. And do you think Peter Dunn is the 11th Doctor political incarnation of Doctor Who with the bow tie?
Yes, he's got that look about him, hasn't he? He has a British accent. He's got quite a sort of non-Kiwi accent anyway.
Peter Dunn?
He's got potential. Peter Dunn, yeah.
How is your mate Peter then? You could sit there and tell us he's got himself a good role?
He's very well. He's got a new set of bow ties for the next 3 years. So, I gave him one as a congratulatory gift, and he's very well. We're looking forward to working together, voting for everything I ever say and do.
Now, we've had a few suspicions about your beehive down in Wellington. If BBC came to you about it, would you consider having it decked out to look like a Dalek for a film scene?
The beehive look like a Dalek?
Yeah. Would you consider having that decked out to look like a Dalek and be a film scene for a couple of weeks?
Wow, that's a pretty big challenge. Visualise the beehive with a Dalek, with arms and everything, and how do they walk? They got
they walk against static electricity and float across the ground. But that's how Daleks travel.
Yes, well, yeah. Well, I think why not? I mean, we've already exterminated the opposition, so not much more to do, is there? But yes, yeah, great.
So you'd be keen for that. And who's going to be your speaker in this term? Is it going to be Dalek, was it Dalek Khan or Davros?
Davros, the Greek chef.
Greek chef? I thought he was the creator of the Daleks. Obviously, there must be a few of them around.
He's the speaker this time. I think we're still deciding. We've got so many options, of course. The majority, and some of them should be rewarded, I think. Maybe, who knows, Stephen Joyce? Who knows?
Stephen Joyce, the speaker? Well, that's something a bit different.
It's still the same.
And how's Brona?
Brandon's very well. Very well. Been busy working in the garden.
Working
Well,
on-
what is it? Well, supervising the garden, I should say.
Supervisor. Oh, you've got maids to do that.
Oh, yes, yeah. Well, things to do.
And would we be able to see Brona on TV tonight, or is she a bit busy in the kitchen?
Yeah, she's pretty busy in the kitchen, really. Again, supervising the cooks and everything. No, she still must admit she is a very good cook.
She's
I
very...
know you obviously love her on TV. She's a bit media shy, which is I get attention that's more than you want.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that, John. Now, is there anything you'd love to say to the fans at all?
So Doctor Who fans,
Yes.
well, keep the faith, keep believing that you can, like me, you can be a little boy in Christchurch and dream of being Prime Minister, and then transport yourself into the future. And there you are as Prime Minister, and then transport yourself back again, be a little boy. So you can go backwards and forwards in time. It works for me. And daylight saving this week, for example.
Oh, well, yes, it is daylight saving. Yeah, that's true. Not daylight saving. You didn't say that.
Daylight saving. And just keep the faith. And look, you may say I'm a dreamer, but you're not the only one.
Well, thank you for that, John. And thank you for joining us here live in my living room, I should say. And for our fans, at least we can sit here and say we've ticked to number 2 of the politicians on the list.
Oh, thank you very much.
You sure you don't want to hear who number 1 was?
Number 1 politician, let me see. Who could that possibly be? Who possibly be? Number 1 politician in New Zealand?
Oh, no, number 1 of me who's interviewed them.
Oh, no, who's that?
Oh, Lila Hari.
Oh,
She
no,
kind of beat you to the game. Remember your busy campaign? You couldn't quite make your way to Lynne, and Nathan Guy just didn't want to have a bar of it, I should say.
Oh, well, he's busy. Other more important things.
Like getting, what do you call it, national standards applying to water.
Oh, yes, really, yes. Well, H2O. But, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Prime Minister. And we'll be taking a quick break, a proper scheduled break, not a emergency let's get back the Prime Minister on the phone. And you will be joined by Lynne, who will be scrutineering our competition. So we'll see you after our break. Well, welcome back to the show. So we've got Lynne here who's scrutineering the competition. So how's it going, Lynne?
Good, thank you.
So, how's your day been?
Really good, except the weather's atrocious.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I mean, I've got to sit there and move this weather tomorrow.
Oh, no, I've got it's thunder outside and it's wind, it's frightening.
Yeah. So, now, you know about our prizes. We've got the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver.
I didn't know, quite honestly.
Oh, yeah, oh God, that's even good. You don't even know about the...
Oh, God, okay.
Yeah, and the 2
And
dark...
I know Daleks. I know what they are.
Yeah, so, you know, they're our lovely prizes. Yeah, so, would you like to do the lovely thing of drawing our first winner?
Okay.
So, we'll draw first prize.
Alright, so I'll just...
And, yeah, just the OK key on the remote.
Yeah, done that.
Okay, Mace Parker from New Zealand. Oh, well, that's good. Not far to send
Oh,
out.
right, okay. Now, what does he get then? Does he get...
Well, he gets the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, so you would like to show that to the camera?
Okay.
Yeah.
And... So the second prize is the larger...
Large
Dalek.
Dalek, yes, so
Right,
you get
okay.
the job of that. Can
Alright.
we get the mouse onto...
And I'll do it again.
Add a random winner.
Okay.
God, this is fun.
Okay, who we got now? So
Scroll
go down.
up.
I'll scroll up. I was scrolling down.
So we...
Hang on. God, I use this. Oh, you do it, Sammy. I can't see the... Oh, here we go. Hannah Island.
Oh, I know who that is. She's only up... Okay, that's weird saying that because I know she lives in New Zealand.
Says United States there.
I know she lives in New Zealand, I know. She's my camera girl from the last show, for the one I did in Wellington. Yeah, and I know she lives in Foxton.
Unless she's in the United States.
Oh, I do remember. It was an annual entry. Because because there was something wrong with the antivirus, so it was manually entered.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so Mace Parker has got the first prize, Hannah Ireland the second, and now she'll be the third.
Yes, so once we
So
get...
give me back my remote, then I'm enjoying this.
You're enjoying this.
Okay,
Oh, you got to get the mouse up a bit?
No, am I going up, am I?
Yes.
There we go?
Yeah.
Right, okay, got it.
And click.
And click. And Bruce. This is Bruce Stewart, is it?
Yeah, Bruce Stewart from New Zealand.
Oh,
God, we've got
great.
free prizes in New Zealand. I
Yeah,
know.
that's it.
Yeah. So
And
he.
it's software, so they know that. I mean, it's not rigged or anything, you know.
Yeah, well.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I know. So we've got Bruce Stewart all the way. Well, number one from New Zealand. I don't know which part of the country he's in.
You won't find out the address, so you need to.
Oh, that's
see
no
them.
trouble. That's yeah.
These are not heavy.
Exactly. There's only free courier part. Well, one of them means you only have to drive up.
What do you think of the new
Doctor, I love him.
I don't mind him either, especially that
Yeah.
Robin Hood one. A couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
it's
really
so.
enjoyed that.
He is so different to every other Doctor we've had there.
He doesn't really smile or he's very bland, isn't he? But he
Yeah.
suits the.
Yeah, he suits the role, and yes, it is the right point in Capaldi's career to do it.
Mm.
It's in the right point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that's good about him. So I'm trying to think,
Because they're hard shoes to fill. I know there's been a lot of them, but they are hard shoes to fill because everyone has their favourites. And when
Yeah.
they're gone, you sort of dread someone new. You think,
Yeah.
oh no, it can't possibly be as good, you know? But they all are.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I have to say, on one thing here for being here 3 years, I'd like to say thank you for letting me turn the room into a mini studio.
That's all right.
Including putting posters on the wall, not like any of your fans will be able to see, but I've got 2 posters up
Sammy,
there.
it's better than graffiti.
Exactly, that's the point.
I cannot complain.
Yeah, and it's been enjoyable living here. It's a shame I have to leave, but
I know,
it's
but
a new job.
Well, it's a new beginning for you. It's
Exactly.
going to be good.
Yeah, and
But if you don't like it, you can always come back.
Exactly. You never know, I might have to get the place back for the 2017 election.
Oh, yes.
I might stand. Still don't know if I would stand, but what party as well, and I want to really kick Nathan out of the seat.
I still wish you'd get into politics on your own.
Yeah,
Independent,
or I could start off as a city councillor in Wellington.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I think there might be the council for me to do it.
Process is so slow sometimes. I don't know, because not everyone has worked at the city council to get where they're.
No, well that's true. I mean, that's the point. Yeah.
The thing is, too, a lot that get in have a lot of financial backing.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
you need a lot of money.
Down there, yes. Up here, I would say, because I heard was it Vicky K. Simmons? She had a $14,000 budget she was allowed to spend, and she spent less than $500. And she got it. And she was the highest polling candidate for the Living Ward.
Do you know what it is, I think, too? If you're prepared to get on your feet and walk and go to houses with pamphlets and do the hard graft, you don't need as much money.
No.
But if you're paying, I mean, there's a lot of volunteers in all fairness, too.
Exactly,
But
yeah.
it depends how much you campaign too, and if you go to these fancy dinners to get sponsorship and all these,
Exactly.
because you have to pay for the dinner and it
Oh,
all
I
adds
know.
up, you know?
I know, it does add up.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see your politics be good.
Oh, you never know, 2017 and for the Otaki seat.
You would be a good age then.
Yeah, I'm 27 by the time that will come
And
around.
a lot of people will vote for you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Well,
And even the people who don't know you might vote for you because they feed up everyone else.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
so-
well, exactly. Yes, that could be a point. Yeah, as they did say at this election. Yeah. And we'd also like to thank John Key for also being on the show, who's come live from his garage. Somewhere a bit different, but at least we can sit there and say the problem is his garage looks like a normal person's background, considering. At home with John, was it John Key on Campbell Live? It was the batch house, but I think I got the real place. So yeah, and thank you, Lynne, for scrutineering our competition.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so for our fans, you'll see us either online on the show or in person, and you'll see us from our new studio, which will be in Wellington. Brian and I have still got to do it, but it's going to be an interesting ride. So, yeah, we might have a nice, lovely, different design of how we do things. It's going to be a good time. So, we'll sit there. So, see you later. Good night.